Hi there, this is Mark McRae, and today I'd like to talk to you about why I think money won't make you happy. Now, money can solve a lot of problems, right? And I don't believe anybody who says that it can't. But what I have realized in my journey is that it doesn't matter what level you get to, there's never enough money. You always want more money. You know, when I was younger, I thought when I had $100,000, I was rich, and then it was 500,000, and then a million, and then more, and then any amount of number. It doesn't really matter. And it comes back to that, I think, basic psychology. If you're the type of person who won't give $10 to charity when you have no money, you're not going to be the type of person who gives millions of dollars when you're extremely wealthy. It's just a psychology. It's about how you view the world. So regardless of what step or stage you are in life, it's really a journey towards yourself. And that's what I've realized about my business career at this stage in my life. I work with people I want to work with, and I buy businesses that I'm interested in a bit. I have to have some interest in that business, and some of the businesses that I have may seem a bit strange, but they're interesting to me. I don't think I would do businesses purely for the money anymore. I think that because the most precious thing I have is time, and it's not, obviously it's a way of keeping score, and I do want to make money, but how happy I am spending 12 hours a day working at something, it becomes more and more important. And it comes back to that sort of analogy of whether you would give, $10 or more depending on your status. So I think that money solves, virtually every problem you can think of other than your own personal happiness. That's something that you have to discover for yourself. What makes you happy? When do you really feel rested and relaxed? When do you feel content? When do you feel that you are almost lost time? And when I say lost time, you're so interested in what you're doing, time just dissolves and disappears. When was the last time that happened? Because that's part of being happy. I think it's sad if you have somebody who is in business 100% for the money, lives their whole life for the money, has a lot of money, and then dies. I remember I was reading an Andrew Carnegie autobiography a few years ago, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said he can think of nothing more disappointing than somebody who works for money their entire life. When he made his billions in today's money, he spent the latter part of his life giving it away because he made it at a relatively young age. So just some thoughts on, give yourself a break. If you're trying hard, try and make time for yourself and ask the question, is this what you would like to do? If you like these tips, then the best place to get me is on YouTube, and leave me a like or a comment. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.